Okay, I got to share a funny story. I was getting my morning coffee at the local Circle K near my house, and grabbing my coffee, and a little boy's in there with his mom, and for whatever reason, as little kids will do, he walks up and he goes, "Hey, why are people hoarding so much toilet paper?" And I said, I honestly don't know. People panic, and I'm trying to give him an adult answer because it was an interesting question. So I'm trying to come up with a kid-friendly adult answer that is simplified enough to make sense, and I'm sure it was completely going over his head. So then he goes, "I'm doing my part to save toilet paper." And I said, "Well, good. That's awesome. Good job, big guy." And then he proceeds to ask me if I want to know how. And I said, "Okay." And then he said, "Well, normally I wrap the toilet paper around my hand a whole bunch of times so that my fingers don't pop through and I end up getting poop on my fingers." And I'm like, solid strategy, little guy. Solid strategy. But then he said, "But since we're washing our hands so much, it's okay if poop gets on my fingers, so I just use less toilet paper. And so I'm doing my part." What do you say to that? I mean, really, what do you say to that? Anyway, I congratulated him for being such a, stepping up and being a part of being a part of the solution versus part of the problem. But inside I was dying. Then I looked up, and the look on his mother's face as she had entered into that conversation was started out probably with pride that he was communicating and being outwardly social. And then I think it turned into something of sheer terror as he shared the whole concept of getting poop on his fingers. Anyway, made my day. I hope it makes your day too, because it was hilarious.